Jose does that.
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Greg, they're feeling good, playing like a champion, and don't want to let this get down to a Game 7.
And I like that mentality. Sure, you'd like your fans to be there when you win the title, but what's more important is getting the job done. You can have a parade later if you close the deal.
They grabbed their own miss. And here are the Thunder now. They won their last game Monday night.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
Chocolate to him.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Can't hit from in close.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Siakam, good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. And that one is good.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And so it's Indiana with it. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Shot from free throw range. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. For Indiana, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Halliburton slams it in.
Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Siakam outside. That one doesn't go. Good D by Holmgren. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams passes to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. It's Williams high post. Still scoreless. And he comes up with the deuce.
and he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now, here's Neesmith, and the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm, or you're going to get a call.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Williams driving inside. That puts them in the lead.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And some changes here for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Shepard comes in for Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. Then for the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Higgins comes in for Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for George.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Here's Williams. That's in. He's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Siakam's got 8.
And on the offensive end, Siakam so efficient. He makes a constant effort to find the open man.
Williams looking over the floor. It's stolen by Mathurin. Now here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. And finished off by Shepard.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
14 feet away, and again it's Oklahoma City.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Here's Shepard. Outside Mathurin. From downtown, drills the three-pointer.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Outside Williams. Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Indiana Pacers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander from the stripe. Toppin pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from him.
And finished off by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Oklahoma City trailing. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Caruso. It's rebounded by Indiana. here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. It's good on the putback. McConnell's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. McConnell against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot is good.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
Outside Mathurin. They get a hand on it. Caruso with the steal. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. The Pacers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And so it's Indiana with it. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing him shake loose in the mid-range.
Outside Turner. Over Williams. Shot's good by Turner. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
So much speed from Shai. Used it there to get by the defense.
Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
T-shirt bedlam. Right now, fans, let's hear you go wild.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. And it's Nesmith in for Halliburton. And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 1. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think you need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
First trip to the line for him here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Andrew Nembhard.
That free throw good from Nembhard. A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And both free throws good for Nembhard. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Pass to Wallace. Here's Dort. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Stolen. Here's Neesmith. No good from outside. The Thunder have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Neesmith can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Williams got it. Good job in the low post. Williams has got 13 points.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Indiana's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. To the middle, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Bounce pass from Williams. Always finds Williams. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading. Outside Mathurin. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Here's Nembhard. Traps in the tray. Nembhard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pacers. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, Game 6 looks like a nail-biter for the Indiana Pacers.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? It smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
You guys are making me hungry. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Oklahoma City. Siakam outside. Inside. Here's Nesmith. The Thunder pull it in. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Indiana moving the ball over. Siakam, high post. Working on Holmgren. Oklahoma City trailing. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it. But Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Thunder trailing by 3. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Hartenstein. Count it.
The hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Siakam outside. Wants to get it to Turner and does.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at moving the ball to open guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 3. Williams comes with the double team. Here's Nembhard. At 3 off the mark. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nesmith with the ball. Williams picks him up. Hands it from downtown. Now it's a 6-point Indiana lead.
And that's not an easy shot for a big. Siakam showing his comfort level from anywhere.
Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Turner's got 9.
Love seeing this. Turner just rising and firing with no hesitation. Have to respect the confidence he's playing with.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point he's going to need some help.
And Indiana making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Alex Caruso is checked in for Holmgren.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those really every time.
Jordan finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
It's blocked, and they recover it. Thunder trailing by 5. Outside Williams. Over Siakam. Again, Oklahoma City.
They ran that play exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Great at facilitating guys willing to move because Tyrese is a team-first type of player.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time for its game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do.
Some changes for Indiana. Toppin comes in for Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Wallace comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Williams. 17 points in the game. McConnell scanning the floor. Here's Nembhard. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Williams. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Thunder trailing by 7. On the wing, Wallace. Over in the corner, Dort. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Toppin throws it down.
When Obi gets a few steps, he can really get up there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now, here's Siakam. 11 points in the game. Good on the bucket. McConnell's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Pacers.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Williams against Toppin. Williams attacking. It's rebounded by Indiana. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. And stolen by Williams. Dort with the bounce pass. From the arc. Unable to get that one. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Indiana out in front. They're up by 9. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring. Opportunity for his teammate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Mathurin. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They're trailing by 9. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over McConnell. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Halliburton for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Pacers lead by 10.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a lot of things well, and this time playing with some great offensive balance.
And McConnell gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and manage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now.
Here they are, your Indiana Pacers.
Andrew Nembhard checked in for T.J. McConnell. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Jack. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team and told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points now in the second half.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight. And for a big guy, Obi is quick off the floor.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Releases. Walker with the rebound. Indiana leading by 8. Here's Mathurin, and that one good.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Wiggins from outside. Drills it from outside.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
You know what time it is, Pacers Nation.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And it's Neesmith in for Benedict Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Turner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. No good on the three. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Thunder trailing by 7. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. The shot comes out. Here's Nembhard. Ball is covering. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Fires the three. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The Thunder with another miss.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Neesmith finds Siakam, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 13 points for Siakam.
And always nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. For Oklahoma City. Martenstein's checked in for Williams.
You look at the Thunder in position to close it out here in Game 6 on the road. How much urgency do they feel?
Well, as nice as it would be to close it out in front of their home fans, they can't be complacent. With everything they've invested all season long coming down to this moment, the time is now to finish it off.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang!
Gilgeous-Alexander, and the bucket is good.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Siakam outside. Now Halliburton. Turner, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Halliburton, no good. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little area.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline from the high post.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Halliburton, the pass to Neesmith. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Holmgren. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Hartenstein.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Indiana again missing. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Oh, got that one up quick.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Siakam outside. Inside. Here's Nembhard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Let's hear it for you.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Down low. And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pacers trail by 4. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10, and the basket is good.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Turner.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And the dunk by Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Going right to the rim, sneak dunking on that attack. Impressive.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Indiana with a rebound. Neesmith with it. Guarded now by Williams. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder leading by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Greg.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Mathurin with a rebound. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 3-point game. McConnell's shot is off. For Oklahoma City, they've got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Wallace's shot is good.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. On the wing, Mathurin. Siakam with a screen on Caruso. Here's McConnell on the take, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
And here is Williams. No made baskets yet. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Siakam looking it over. Top of the screen on Williams. And here's Siakam for 3. No luck on that one. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Now here's Caruso. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. McConnell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Shoots over McConnell. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points now.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And he makes it.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Now here's Wiggins. No points so far.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Time for your Indiana Pistons, everyone. Let's get excited.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. It's hauled in by McConnell. Pacers trail by 3. Halliburton right side. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, SGA working through contact inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Halliburton on the wing. Watched by Wallace. It's good. McConnell's got 7 points here in the quarter.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. And so far, no go.
Walker sets a screen. Halliburton for three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 20 points for him. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 5. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA. Talents would be better suited elsewhere.
McConnell passes to Walker. Pass to Mathurin. Halliburton outside. Lets it go from 14. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Mathurin with a steal. And there's the lob and the jam by Walker.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Your Pacers are bringing the heat. Now at midcourt.
Entire new group here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Williams. The shot, no good. Oh, nice D from Neesmith. With the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Ooh, poked away. Now here's Wallace. Defense is right there. Williams. A minute and a half left in the second. The rebound by Turner. Indiana trailing here. To the inside. Siakam, that's good. Siakam's got his third basket on the night right there.
A long swing player. Siakam uses that 6'9" length down low.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase the championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Indiana making a switch here. Matherin's checked in.
Onto the court for the Pacers. Number 00, Benedict Mathurin.
56 seconds left in the first half of this game. Siakam outside. Back to Mathurin. Just 5 to shoot. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Williams misses. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Neesmith passes to DeMar. No good with the triple. And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside, Williams. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead, leading by a point. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love and no disappointment.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be totally different. And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they are on the cusp of closing out this series. You think they'll get it done, big fella?
You smell that, Ernie? It smells like barbecue chicken, and I know they smell it too.
Good teams that have that switch, they can flip it and close a game out. Don't hang around and play with your food. Go in and finish it.
These guys are making me hungry. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This Game 6 getting started. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him. Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Here's Nembhard. Takes it inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 points. That one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
And here's Siakam for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Pass to Halliburton. 4-3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Halliburton's got 14 points.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. 6 to shoot. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 30.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Siakam. And here's Halliburton. Outside Neesmith from the arc. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Neesmith's shot is off. The Thunder have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside Neesmith. Siakam left side. Hartenstein pulls it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Indiana leading. There's Neesmith with the 3. And Indiana misses again. And Oklahoma City shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with this quickness.
Mathurin's checked in for Neesmith. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in. He does not get the second one.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
On the wing, Nembhard. From down in the low post, it goes. Turner's got his second basket on the night.
You know, for Turner, I think it's all about staying aggressive. I mean, when he does that, he's capable of converting over tough defense.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Williams from long range. That was good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. Halliburton looking for an opening. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt. And if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Oh, Halliburton, deadly from deep.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Williams. The Pacers pull it in. McConnell left side. Here's Siakam. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now it's a three-point Pacer lead.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Here's Williams. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Williams has got 13 now.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton goes up top to throw it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 21. Fires from deep. The shot comes out. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Pacers. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Come on, everyone.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And the Pacers shooting about 60% for the game. McConnell passes to Walker. Fires the three. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game.
Can't sleep on this rookie from beyond the arc. Maybe not Walker's strength, but he will hurt you from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McConnell. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The D's right on it. Good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 36 points.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Fires the three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And I like how Walker positions himself on the offensive glass. I mean, this rookie isn't afraid to mix it up.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Toppin with a steal. Mathurin passes to Walker. Jang pulls it in.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To tie it up. Oh, the double clutch. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. And he ends up missing both free throws. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And Mathurin gets it to go on the assist by Walker. And the Pacers lead by 4.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Mathurin is so tough in transition.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Here's Halliburton, and he drives in. Caruso grabs the board. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for the Thunder. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good. This game is all even. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 42 in the game. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Pass to Walker. Plenty of space. The Thunder with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Halliburton. No good, off the front rim. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Halliburton was hungry for that hoop, taking the ball right to the rack and drawing the foul.
Some changes for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Siakam comes in for Walker. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Mathurin.
Tyrese Halliburton. One shot.
Free throw good. Halliburton.
I mean, he can do it all. Shoot, facilitate. Great skills for the young Halliburton.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 44. Nembhard outside. Here's Halliburton. And he banks in the layup.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 46.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Here's Halliburton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
The first free throw is good.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Holmgren, the pass to Hartenstein. Dort outside. Williams from long range. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there, now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Drops in the 3.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Thunder leading by 3. Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. It's Williams, high post. 5 to shoot. And Turner with the block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Oklahoma City has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Can they get it? Halliburton on the attack.
Counted! Big time shot by Halliburton. And his team and coaches say, in Tyrese, we trust.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Halliburton. Here's Siakam. Good work defensively by Hartenstein.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And he buries it.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Nembhard outside. Oh, he buried the three! And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Your Pacers Youth Girls Team.
To stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Alexander, 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. So he comes up empty, missing both. And they've done it. The Oklahoma City Thunder are the new NBA champions.
Thank you once again for coming out and showing your support tonight.
They go on the road and take care of business, and now the championship is theirs.
To be on the road, to silence the crowd, winning the championship with all of it on the line. What an incredible performance. Hats off to this team.
An incredible moment. You can see it in their faces. Forever known as NBA champions. And you can bet back home the celebration has started. Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
The World Champions. Give it up for your most valuable player. Get them next time. You let these guys like the beam, and you're going to have to stand there and watch it.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word KINGS along with your issue and sequel.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jason Tatum.
And maybe it's shocking, and maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tatum and Horford man the post position. Derek White is out there at prime time, and it's Walsh in at the small forward position. And for Sacramento, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Fultz is out there with Levine, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. Near the end of the season in our sights now, Stan, how much of a toll does a regular season take on the coach?
Well, Kevin, the big thing is you just don't sleep a lot because you're running on adrenaline and your mind is always going, looking for more and more answers, so it can be exhausting mentally.
Now here's Levine. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Kings ball.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
To the left side wing. Here's primetime. DeRozan defending. 11 feet away. Misses off the left iron. And it's Sacramento's ball. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Cruz. Good, nice job down low.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Now here's Murray. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. DeRozan inside. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, you know, you give him the opportunity, and DeRozan's going to finish with authority.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he can't get the first one.
Cruz taking 2 shots.
That one misses. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. DeRozan's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Levine's shot is off. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. So it's Boston now, following the miss by DeRozan.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Shoots, nails the baby hook.
And good job by Levine fighting for that position.
Here's Primetime, guarded by Fultz. And it's Primetime missing. Kings leading now by 3. DeRozan inside. Wide up. Levine wide open. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Well, he's a good passer in his position. The veteran Horford is all about doing what's best for the team.
Driving in and finished off by Fultz.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And stolen by Murray. Fultz looking around. Second chance effort. Sabonis, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side. And that wasn't the case for them.
Pass to DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And loving the aggression from Sabonis. Going right up for the dunk there. Nice.
Here's Cruz. And here is Horford. Defended by Sabonis. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Primetime's shot is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside DeRozan. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Sacramento. They're up by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant...
What a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
Here, the three-point line, it's Ellis. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Celtics trail by 3. Now Holiday, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Ellis. Pass to Wiles. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Sabonis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Free throw good. Sabonis. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Here's Fultz. And the layup is good. Fultz has got his second bucket.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Pritchard passes to Craig. Here's Pritchard. Here's Cornette. Scoreless thus far. Launches a three.
Substituting on the court.
Kings leading now by 5. Levine up top to the inside. That's good from Fultz on the assist by Levine. Fultz has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Levine is out there to finish plays, but if a guy is open, he'll make the extra pass.
Prime Time's shot is good.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, Coach might think of benching it. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
And the speed of Fultz is lethal. When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear the rim off the hinges.
Here's Cruz. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Outside, Levine. DeRozan with a screen for Levine. Cranes the three-pointer. And now a 10-point Sacramento lead.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Yet the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about, man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. And the turnover again by Boston.
Sacramento ball.
Sun changes for Sacramento. Sabonis comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Keegan Murray's subbed in for Monk. Celtics also with a sub. Holiday's checked in. .43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Out left of the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he sinks the second.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
Pulls up on the elbow. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's DeRozan. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. A three-pointer is right on target. Fultz has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings. Markelle Fultz, he's been the guy making things happen for Sacramento. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Happy you could join us. First up, let's talk about the players of the week. Fellas, when you're on this kind of a roll, how hard is it to slow somebody like that down?
I wouldn't know, Ernie. I'm the Jet. I just flew right by people.
Doesn't matter how fast they're going when you're the diesel truck with no brakes. You just run them over, Ernie.
Very insightful.
Big diesel coming through.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Kings.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots they feel confident about. If they don't feel confident, they make the next pass.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Celtics trail by 14. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Zach LaVine is out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cruz. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. LaVine with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Sabonis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The aggression from Sabonis, forcing the issue and getting the hoop.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters, people take care of your bags, you stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Kings shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
DeMar DeRozan, 1 shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area. of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Here's Cruz. Sacramento grabs the miss. Outside DeRozan. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Fultz, no good. Celtics trail by 15. Here's Cruz. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
And guys, we see more of this every year. Sabonis looking for his own offense.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Sabonis. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
We've got some t-shirts. We are going out right now.
And while we can, let's see which rookies have led the way in scoring since the All-Star break. You look at Primetime, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much.
Mind the lanes.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly It happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always never tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Primetime. He's got 17. Takes it off the glass. Primetime's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. 15-point game. That'll be game 4 of the 6-game road trip. Primetime's shot is good.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And then Monk with the dunk.
Hey, Monk has some bunnies on it. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
Here's Cruz. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. White against DeRozan. Sinks that one from the post. DeRozan's got 7 points.
Yeah, tough finish by DeRozan. Made him work for those 2 points.
Pass to Primetime. Lets it fly from 18. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. 23 points for Primetime. Now, here's Monk. 7 points in the game. Murray outside. A 3. And there's Monk on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Primetime. He's got 23. The kick out to Tatum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
DeRozan with it. For the 3. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics. Oh, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Well, you love to have a shooter like Levine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
The Celtics call time.
That's right, crowd. Your 916 crew.
Primetime. Monk defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Primetime missing.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Valanciunas. The shot off that time. Celtics trail by 20. Out to the right wing. Here's Cruz. Hits the target from 18 feet. Primetime's got 25 points in the game.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
To the left wing. There's the pick. To the wing on the left. Here's Cruz. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Levine feeling it out a bit. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, Stan, as productive as Zach Levine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career.
Take a break.
It just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. Free throw good, Levine.
Yeah, and that free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
So both teams making some changes here. And so Levine nails both of them. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that.
That's where the excitement happens.
And I love the energy from Fultz. An incredibly crafty and creative scorer.
Here's Cruz. Rebound by Murray. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Sabonis. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Horford. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Cruz, the pass to Walsh. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Primetime, guarded by Fultz. And it's Primetime missing.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Sacramento.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Markelle Fultz.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Here's Primetime, guarded by Fultz. Here's Cruz. From outside, off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
Sacramento ball. At the line.
And the technical free throw is good.
On the court.
And here is Monk. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
At the line for 1, DeMar DeRozan.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Number 9, Terrence Davis.
Now, here's Monk. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Some nights, the shots don't fall. MP about to put on a show in the desert. Show them how you show. These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
Don't forget about our bobblehead giveaway. Come to the game, bring the family, and get a free home run bobblehead. You can still be part of the fun game day experience.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jason Tatum.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And the starting group for the Celtics. It's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then it's Derek White, and it's Walsh in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, they've got Bradley Beal. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's Dunn in at the 3. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Here's primetime. A shot from the high post. Richards pulls it in. The 3. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
Here's primetime. Goes up on the wing. And that one's long. Here's Shannon. Dunn outside for 3. Another shot. Doesn't go for him. Horford with some nice D. Boston on offense. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Walsh. He puts up a 3. The Suns clear it. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it. It's the confidence of Beal. He lets it fly from range when he really likes the look.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about some of the challenges.
The championship could be claimed right here. Folks, it is electric in the arena for this Game 6 of the NBA Finals. So glad you could join us for it. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sideline. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Williams can't get it to go. Now, Halliburton. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Halliburton kicks to Siakam. Halliburton drives in. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. High post try. That's short off the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
That one goes in.
I like that. Lou Dort knows I don't have an opportunity, but I can put a pass on time and on target and get my teammate involved. Nicely done.
Now, here's Halliburton. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Halliburton, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Hartenstein. Down low. 7-foot shot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Pacers trail by 4. Taken away by Williams. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Halliburton on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Halliburton missing.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
A shot by Williams, no good.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And that one drops.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
You know
The Pacers making a switch here. Matherin's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Wallace is checked in. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star, Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Here's Wallace. After Indiana gets the three, bucket is good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pacers trail by 7. Over in the corner, Matherin. Pass to Nembhard. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Outside Matherin. Neesmith with the bounce pass. Yep, that one goes. Halliburton's got 8 points.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Williams, that's for 2. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Neesmith can't get it to go. Outside Williams. Pass to Williams. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Halliburton against Caruso. Halliburton, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Offensive rebound. Wiggins kicks to Caruso. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Just 3 on the clock. Can't get the layup. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer and the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Halliburton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Hits it from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Well, that's an opportunistic 3-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Walker trying to free himself up. Halliburton, no good. The Thunder leading by 8. Pass to Wiggins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Thunder making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to Halliburton. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. 16 points for him.
And just one of those nights for Tyrese Halliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
Here's Wallace. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pacers trail by 7. Halliburton outside. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 7.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jack. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Wallace. The free throw off from Halliburton. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
And it's Halliburton missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Of course, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
And the first one at the line is good.
What you love about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. And then for Oklahoma City, Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Williams in for Alex Caruso. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And so it's Indiana with it. The Thunder making the shot. And it's Halliburton missing. Now, here's Dort. He's covered closely. Holmgren can't hit. Pacers trail by 11. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Halliburton. Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Hartenstein. The Pacers pull it in, and this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Holmgren's got the lead up to 11 now for the Thunder.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Back to Nesmith. Takes it out to Siakam. To the paint. Turner passes to Nesmith. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 5 to shoot. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
Outside Williams. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Pascal Siakam.
It's going to be on Siakam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Williams, and it's sent back by Turner.
You're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
.34 seconds left here in the second. Williams with a clean look. Carries it from three-point range. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. Now Caruso. Emhart covering. 6 to shoot. Now here's Caruso. No good on that one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time. A round of applause for our contestant.
Thanks for tuning in to our Game 6 coverage. A big lead through the first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
We knew they wanted to track me, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. And looking at where the Thunder stand in the series, they're just one win shy of the ultimate prize. But these closeout games are often the most difficult, wouldn't you say, Shaq?
Yes, they are, EJ. The goal is within grasp, but that also motivates your opponent to fight even harder.
That's why it's fun to watch. When these stakes are this high, both sides are holding nothing back, Ernie.
And there you have it. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. That bucket in no time at all. Halliburton's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Pacers. And the Pacers, Doris, last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Dort, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
No, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
Here's Halliburton, and he banks in the layup. Halliburton's got 24 points.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks, into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pacers trail by 19. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams passes to Holmgren. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Halliburton. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. 26 points for Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort kicks to Holmgren. From deep, Williams. And no good that time. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
Excellent anticipation of a teammate's defensive ability. Siakam gets out in transition. Nice.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And the basket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, who lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
This is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Now, Siakam. After the missed 3 from Chet Holmgren. Here's Halliburton. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Halliburton's got 30.
You have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ullman. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D.A., the versatility. That is pretty special. Here's Halliburton after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 11 points with that bucket from Halliburton. And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And Gilgeous Alexander throws it down.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Halliburton for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Halliburton's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Toppin Heath's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Then for the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And Wallace subbed in for George.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, you love the relentless energy from Siakam. It's sort of a staple of his game. Gets to the offensive glass there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Shepard. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points now in the quarter.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
And it's in there. And it's 6 points for Siakam.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Thunder leading by 11. Caruso, a screen on Halliburton. And the jam by Wallace.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Caruso, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Mathurin, good.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now here's Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Assisted by.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from McConnell.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
McConnell finds Halliburton. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And yes, it's good. Halliburton's got 39.
He really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
To the middle, here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Pacers trail by 14. Now McConnell. Bounce pass Toppin. Halliburton for three. Hits it again. Wow!
And he's on a tear offensively, lining up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Pacers. Puts it up from 15, and the shot is good, dropping in on the front of the rim. 44 points for Tyrese Halliburton. The Thunder leading by 9.
And what a response from these incredible fans, so in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
He's got the franchise record for points in a playoff game. He is going off when it matters most. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Alan Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace. And it's Halliburton missing. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Nailed from three-point land.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That is SGA at his best, running the floor, playing with pace.
Siakam inside the three-point line, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Here's Halliburton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Halliburton's got 46 points.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And that one, good.
It's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Siakam, good.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back, and that one is good from Hartenstein. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Halliburton's got 48.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
For three, Williams. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Puts it up from 17. Another bucket. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside Turner. No good off the back of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for Oklahoma City.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
They got the job done in a big way here in Game 6. And I think they're starting to carve their names into the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Yeah, they should. I mean, they've got this title wrapped up. So impressive what they were able to do here tonight. The last thing they wanted was to have this series go all the way to 7 games. They had the opportunity to clinch the championship right here, right now, and they did not let it slip away.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And the Oklahoma City Thunder are your new NBA champions.
Until our next home game, be sure you gather.
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But our full credit to the victors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus.
The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. On the floor for Boston, it's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then it's Derek White, and it's prime time in at the point. Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you'd see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
And with almost all of the season in the books,
with Mike Budenholzer. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Outside Tatum. Here's prime time. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Suns have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Greg.
Well, you can argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Shooting one.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list. Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
And Shannon gets it to go.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
In the first 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first. Prime time. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Lets it go from 11. Durant, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
14 feet away. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
That one, no good. Celtics trail by 14. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's prime time. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Here's Dunn. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Dunn's got 5.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
What a burst out of that first step. Straight to the hole.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 18-4 run. Outside Durant. Pass to Shannon. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by White.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Prime time. Can't get it to go.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's prime time. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Missed inside. Pass to Dunn. The kick to Durant. Here's Shannon. Takes a three. Buries it from three. 5 points in the game.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Here's prime time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Phoenix out in front, up 19. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get...
Hey, you need to make something happen. Let's go.
I got you, Coach.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to prime time. Looking to end this cold spell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Prime time's gotten his third basket of the night.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Shannon. Releases from 15. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. The shot's good.
Well, that's just great awareness on the part of Jason Tatum. He knew he had very little time.
To the paint. Here's Shannon. Gets a very good look and converts. Shannon's got 7.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's prime time. He had 25 points in his last game. Here's the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. And it's O'Neal off the drive. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And Boston calls time here.
Let me hear you get loud for your son, Breaker Dance Crew.
Phoenix. Dunn comes in for Durant, and it's Bradley Beal in for O'Neal. Walsh is checked in for Boston. White comes in for Tatum. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. Pass to Beal. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Beal's got 6.
Down in the corner, Beal shoots with confidence. Just one more area he can score from consistently.
Here's prime time. Again, the miss by Boston.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And the basket by Beal. Beal's got 5 points now this quarter.
Such a tough guard. I mean, Beal mixing it up inside, coming out on top in that battle.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's prime time. And he hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Give him 8. For Phoenix, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, the hops from Beal. Woo!
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Prime time. Can't get it to go.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Count it. Richards has got his second basket.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Here's prime time. Give him 8. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Phoenix out in front, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Phoenix Suns.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points aside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it's been fun watching them ball out, Shaq.
Even at this point, I'm not sure there's a unanimous choice. Makes it tough on the voters. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's done in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. White, the pass to Tatum. And the Celtics call time here.
Too many wasted possessions.
And a chance chance now to take a look at some numbers for Kevin Durant. Here's prime time. Shot clock at 6, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. No good on the second free throw. Phoenix has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Pass to Beal. Puts up a deep 3. Offensive board. Richards. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now White. Still without a bucket. Here's prime time. The rebound by Shannon. Shannon's got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Richards. And that one is stuffed right through.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Prime time's got 12 points in the game.
When Horford has the ball, he typically makes the right decision. That's a great pass.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's the time to hang. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Al Horford. First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Phoenix, Nick Richards, taking 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
1 step ahead, Allie. Thanks. For Boston, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Prime time. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter. Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. Boston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And the Celtics also making a change. Drew Holiday's checked in for Walsh.
1 shot.
And that one misses. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. To the middle. Here's Bo. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Bole's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
Got it. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pass to Boucher. Martin outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bol. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Boston's shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Cruz taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
Some changes for Boston. Cornette checked in for Horford, and Craig subbed in for Jason Tatum. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Martin outside. And stolen by Holiday. Here's Primetime. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Primetime's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, just an instinctual pass by Holiday. The moment he saw the opening, he was moving the ball.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Here's Lee. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. The Celtics shooting just around 32% from the field. Here's Primetime. The shot won't fall. The Suns have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Pass to Lee. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. And here's White. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Primetime. Five on the clock. Rejected by Bol. Outside O'Neal. Shoots over White. And the Suns getting another bucket right there. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Suns ahead, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out. Smarts for the game versus effort.
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals, And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
On the court right now for the Celtics, it's Tatum at the 4 with Horford at the 5. Then it's Derek White, and it's Walsh in at the small forward position.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Boston has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, VA. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world. Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's prime time. He's guarded by Martin. Boston, no good that time either.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Now here's Plumlee. Boucher a screen on Tatum. Here's Plumlee. Slam! Dunk by Plumlee.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now. Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
O'Neal with it. Horford pulls it in. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth. A nice shot by Walsh.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
Pass to Boucher. Now here's O'Neal. He's covered closely. Outside for Boucher. Launches it. And O'Neal good for 3.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
The Suns winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season. recuperate, get ready for tomorrow. I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight, or it's a long flight.
Fans live for games like this one.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word SPURS along with your issue and see location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concern immediately.
What's up, MP?
I want that jersey. That's what's up.
Still gotta earn it.
I will.
You might want to be a little more humble. Just saying.
Yeah, all right.
And the post positions. White is out there at prime time, and it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the small forward. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And it's San Antonio to start out. Outside, Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Look at how planted Fox is. He's primed to shoot the moment he gets it.
Here's Cruz. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Zohan. The wide open look here for Fox. The three-pointer, no good. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's primetime, guarded by Fox. Here's Zohan. And Tatum pulls it down. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Teardrop shot. A rebound by the Spurs.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now is still trying to find its way.
The kick out to Fox. And the 3-ball is good. Fox has got 6.
That's encouraging to see. Fox knows how important it is to cash in from deep.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
On the court is your high school
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. He knows how much Jason Tatum can impact the game. Coach told me Tatum has improved the way he reads the game, how he responds to a defense. He's faster. That means we have to be crisp with how we rotate and send a double. Not a lot of wiggle room on the floor when Tatum is processing information. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's prime time following the bucket by the Spurs. That one drops for him.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
So it's the Celtics now, following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. And it's prime time missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Zohan, the pass to Vassell. Fox from outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 8. Pass to primetime. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Here's primetime. His last outing, he had 18 points. A baseline J, and that one drops for him. Primetime's got 6 points.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Three-pointer, Fox. And Boston with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Cruz. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 8.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job. This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Here's primetime, guarded by Fox. And it's primetime missing.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Fox, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Cruz. Rebounded by Castle. Here's Zohan, guarded by Tatum. Fox, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Spurs making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. Spurs leading by 5. Ball outside. A 3. It's good from long range.
You can't let Paul get room to shoot from downtown. That's a recipe for disaster.
Well, the Celtics shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's primetime, defended by Paul. And another miss by Boston.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Misses the 3. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Holiday. Jason Tatum is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. Boston. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians,